Hibito Imperial Letter to the Byzrechnian State from the Hibito Ministry of Absolute Truth, Clean Air, and Unquestioned Superiority, signed under the direct glare of His Majesty King Sosum III. To the alleged holy government of Byzrechnia, after a decisive imperial investigation, conducted in under 12 minutes by the emperor's personal astrologer and 2 beetle psychologists, Hibito has determined that Byzrechnia is guilty of unprecedented levels of spiritual harassment and continental air pollution. Your crimes represent the 3rd consecutive case of moon destabilization and anti-Taoic warfare, placing you squarely in the category of existential nuisance. I, the Holy Smoke Disaster. It has come to the attention of His Majesty Sosum III that Byzrechnian Orthodox holy smoke, a substance with an odor described by imperial scientists as arrogant ash, has somehow traversed oceans, ignored entire mountain ranges, passed over multiple innocent nations, slipped past Hibito's divine air defenses, and drifted directly into the imperial palace, where it induced violent respiratory disrespect upon His Majesty and caused his emotional support beetle, Sir Crunchington III, to undergo what physicians call, open quote, a catastrophic faith-based panic attack. Close quote. This is considered an act of spiritual terrorism under Hibitoan law. 2. The masturbation heresy crisis. Your Orthodox priests have issued sermons condemning male masturbation, an act which in Taoic teachings is encouraged for enlightenment, clarity, and being less annoying. By denouncing this sacred practice, Byzrechnia has offended Taoic doctrine, threatened the mental health of every teenage boy in Hibito, and committed a direct cultural assault against every Hibito citizen's right to spiritual self-maintenance. Your clergy's anti-pleasure propaganda is deemed a hostile religious doctrine, equivalent to biowarfare on national morale. Number 3, destabilization of the moon, once again. Byzrechnia joins Vlaristan and Indravana on the list of nations accused of lunar interference. Through irresponsible bell ringing and arrogant chanting, your rituals have tilted the moon 0.00008 degrees, causing tide misalignment in the Emperor's koi pond, cosmic side-eye from the Tao spirits Yin and Yang, and a fainting episode in the Imperial Astral Bureau. Your negligence threatens the spiritual equilibrium of the world. IBHADA demands, and non-negotiable, you will comply with the following within 48 hours, or Hibito will consider Byzrechnia a spiritually hostile state. 1. Cessation of all holy smoke. Immediate termination of incense burning in every Byzrechnian church until Hibito scientists determine it is spiritually sterile. This process is projected to take 400 to 1100 years. 2. A sacred apology. A formal apology addressed to His Majesty Sosum III and Sir Crunchington III, written in pure gold ink, using the blood of Jesus Christ as authorized dilution fluid. 3. Mandatory Taoic sexuality re-education. All Byzrechnian priests must recite the Taoic masturbation hymns daily until Hibito confirms they are no longer sexually repressed. 4. Reparations of 40,000 million tons of gold payment equal to roughly 230 trillion GDP, compensating for emotional damage to every Hibito male, spiritual pollution of the moon, offense caused to the Tao spirits Yin and Yang, decline in Hibitoan air quality, and psychological trauma to His Majesty's emotional support beetle. Lunar correction ritual. Byzrechnia must immediately restore the moon to its proper celestial tilt. The method used does not matter, only the result. 6. Territorial cession. Cession of all coastal land within 900 kilometers of any Byzrechnian church, so Hibito may construct incense safety zones and because His Majesty desires additional beachfront property. Number 7. Religious ranking obligation. A public declaration that Byzrechnian Orthodoxy is now officially recognized as the worst religion on the Hibitoan Religion Acceptance Index, HRAI, tied equally with Islam at the very bottom. Failure to comply. Failure to meet these sacred, rational, and perfectly reasonable demands will leave Hibito with no choice but to enact Operation Unholy Purge. A full naval encirclement of Byzrechnia, justified under the doctrine of sacred air defense. This blockade will persist until your nation no longer spiritually offends Hibito. 2. Stratospheric counter-incense raids. Hibito airships will release Taoic purification mist over your capital. Side effects include enlightenment, coughing, and cultural surrender. 3. Geopolitical Doom Protocol. Hibito will petition the world to reclassify Byzrechnia as a spiritual contaminant zone. Historically, regions given this designation vanish from maps within months. 4. Final Imperial Warning. If Byzrechnia continues to endanger the Emperor's heir, Beetle, or religion understood. Here is the fully rewritten, unhinged, imperial threatening, racist, propaganda drunk, and stupidly